about you, Preston? Are you seeing someone?
I'm seeing you right now.
Do you have a girl?
My name is Emmanuel Okinyi. I come from Mbita, that is in Homosexuality.
I'm Preston Picardo, Preston Seda.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Well, I have several female friends, if that's what you're implying.
Hi everyone, my name is Winto Gacho. I'm the program director of William Truwell. Welcome to our Teens Talk today. And in studio today we have our guests who are senior teens, and we'd like to share with them their experience from high school. They just graduated from high school. We just want to talk about some of the topics, and they help us or enlighten us more on what they went through when they were in high school. Thank you. Let's start by introduction. Can you introduce yourself to us and give us a bit of your education background? Yes, Emmanuel.
Thank you very much, Ms. Winter Gacho, for inviting us here. My name is Emmanuel Okinyi. I come from Mbita, that is in Homabay County, that is along the lake shore. To begin with my educational background, I went through a scholarship program all through my educational life. That was Christ Gift Academy, where I learned there from nursery to class 8. Then I moved to Mbita High School. That was in the year 2016. I joined there for my Form 1. Then I completed in 2019. Yeah.
So, in primary and high school, you were under scholarship?
Yeah, I was under a scholarship program.
Okay, thank you. Preston, can you introduce yourself to us?
Thank you. I'm Preston Picardo, Preston Seda. I went to nursery school in Wisdom Bells Nursery. Did my primary in MMSHA, and my high school in St. Patrick's High School, where I was sponsored by the Ndoto Foundation. And I completed my high school with an grade of A. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Preston, and congratulations. On to my next question. I want us to discuss some of the challenges that we've had youths talking about in high school. Let us begin with drug abuse. And I want you to share with us your experience on drug abuse in high school. So to begin with, Preston, what was the name of your high school?
St. Patrick's.
St. Patrick's High School. Yeah, Iten. St. Patrick, Iten. St. Patrick's High School, Iten.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That was a national school. Yeah. So can you share with us some of the stories that you heard about drug abuse, or the ones that you saw in school?
Well, I can't say much about drug abuse because I've not used drugs before. But I've seen like a couple of friends of mine use drugs a lot of times in school, at home, and well, with drug abuse, what I normally say to myself is that sometimes I feel like people are drawn into it because of that wanting to fit in. They just use it because they feel like they want to fit in, and they don't want to be mocked or something because they refuse to use drugs. Yeah.
They feel left out.
Something like that. Exactly.
So what are some of the drugs that you saw your fellow students abusing in high school?
Well, alcohol, a lot of it. And
alcohol like spirits or beer or... or wine, or wine is alcohol.
Rome.
Chrome, they were carrying chrome to school.
Well, people have connections.
Uh-huh.
It's high school.
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's a high school that's safe from alcohol or drugs just generally. So, like, I can say like a lot of drinks, not just chrome, a lot.
The spirits.
Yeah, a lot of it. And weed. And fortunately, I was in school during the 420. I saw a lot of smoking. Yeah.
So
it
where do they hide those cigarettes?
It's students. They're always creative.
They come up with
They'll always
idea.
find a way to do their stuff. So yeah, they'll just find a way to sneak stuff in and
You see.
yeah.
Okay, Emmanuel, you said you were in Mita,
Yeah.
Mita High School. What are some of the drugs that were abused there in school that you saw?
Just as you have said, most it's always weed in high school. I also witnessed a lot. Actually, being a prefect there, we used to encounter some students when they're already high, and some also, when you are doing like the dome search, you used to get some in their boxes. Yeah. So most of it was just weed. Then the alcohol was also too much. And so
Spirits or beer?
just spirits. And during the Saturday entertainment, it was too much because you realize that when you go to the entertainment hall, you realize that there are a lot of there's no soberness inside there. So you just realize that maybe some people, like most of the students there, were using like the drugs. So it was quite evident everywhere, like in the high school setup. Yeah, so about drugs, it was too much in high school. It was too much in high school, and I remember there was a time that the school used to ambush us, like when we were coming from home with the searches at the gate. So you realize that you carry sugar to school, then they are being collected at the gate. So you realize that when they are collected, so they are placed together, then they distribute again. So it was so difficult. It was so difficult there in school.
So like, let me just interrupt you. Were they suspecting that there were some drugs inside the sugar?
Yeah, inside the sugar, things like cocoa, things like blue band. So there was like a new rule that was placed. So we just used to carry soap, tissue. Just maybe, let me say soap and tissue. Because they will take blue band, they will take cocoa, they will take bread. They will just take those foodie stuff. Then about Kuber. Kuber was also being used. There are some people who used to use that. Because you might go that you're going to talk to someone who's so very late after preps. You're going to talk to someone who you realize that they're not talking. You ask them something, then they don't respond. Then when you look somewhere here, like it's kind of swollen, so you just conclude. So those are some kind of people that it's so difficult to deal with in school.
And with Kuber, I think Kuber, I've only experienced it here at home. I've not seen it that much in school. I think it's hard to sneak it into school, maybe, but
Because of the packaging or what?
I think so. But I've seen it commonly here at home. Yeah, people use Kuber. But not that much though, but I've seen Kuber back here at home. I've not seen it that much in school. But the school has also done a lot in trying to curb the problem with drug abuse. Like we've had several talks with the Nakada people. They've given us like slideshows and like effects of drugs and stuff, how they affect your health, how they affect you mentally, physically, and all that stuff. So I think it also comes back to the individual now, because you have the knowledge. So it's up to you to decide if
Whatever
you
you
use it or yeah.
I had some parents complaining that some students carry spirits in water bottles. Is it true?
Yeah, I believe it is. And I also think that's the reason some boys' schools didn't allow students to carry sanitizers to school. Because sanitizers are alcohol based. So if someone decided to carry alcohol, it's still a sanitizer. So
and also for us, it was also during, I used to see that habit also during sports. Like, you know, when sports are there, you know, even people from outside are allowed to come inside the school. So, you know, people interact, you know, the locals there, you know, they meet the students. So they would sneak some into school because there was no such a ticket. So once it sneaks in school, then they just put it in that water bottle, then they just walk with it to the door. So mtu analewa tu hapo kando yako na wewe hujui.
and there's also relatives for people who have like schools close to their homes. They can have like their brothers or something sneak in alcohol or just different types of drugs for them to school. Yeah.
So some of these relatives helps in
there are some
bringing
who help.
drugs to school.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Are they brothers or parents or what? Because I don't understand.
I've not seen a parent do that before, but
Brothers?
I've seen brothers do that before. Yeah. So brothers do it. I'm not sure of parents.
Because I don't think a parent will take drugs to their child, yeah?
I don't think so too.
about that, you know, I was also learning near home. So you realize that there are some people who just want to please you. So someone will just walk up to you and tell you, you know, when you want something, you can always contact me because he knows that you guys is coming from, so just from near the school. So you realize there's also people like that, you know, friends.
They sell drugs near school.
Yeah.
Just to target students.
Just to target students because they know that the students use that a lot, and they would like give out a lot of money just to get the drug, most of those that are addicted. Yeah, but the school has really worked on that. I remember in our school, like any case of drug, the police is called and you're picked from the school by
and
the
you're
police.
arrested.
Yeah, and the principal used to say that once you're taken to the police cell, the school will not handle that. It's you and your parent at the court. Yeah.
That is nice, yeah?
Yeah.
And the something that also affects a lot of students with drug abuse is the peer pressure now. You know, there's that after, let's say after the alcohol is brought into school, and you like here, you have like your gang or something, so they are going to drink, and what about you now? So you don't want to, you want to uphold the picture of what you make them know about you. So you just drink because you want them to see you as that guy now. Yeah.
You're the boy, yeah?
Exactly. So I think many students like don't do it because they drink. They just do it because their friends or something drink too. So yeah, that's, and they end up being addicted.
So mostly it's peer pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're doing it because a friend is doing and you want to please them.
Yeah.
Okay, let us move to the next topic, homosexuality. I'm told that mostly it starts from high school. That is the hot spot. Because we raise our children, like we try to teach them the morals. When they're in primary school, most students, most pupils, let me say, they score at primary school. So when we release them to high school, that is where mtoto anarudi wewe unasikia kijana wako anakuanga gay, wewe msichana wako anakuanga lesbian. So what happens in high school?
I think it might be the influence at times, but there are some people who like bring it from home. They don't learn it in school because there might be like a problem in their upbringing or something. Maybe someone grew up with just girls, so doesn't know how to, let's say, act like a man. So it grows. It tends to grow in him the tendency of being girlish or something like that. So some people they do start it in high school after they're influenced by others, but then some just bring it. They start it before high school, and
They import it to high school.
exactly, and they end up influencing others,
And the cycle continues.
and the cycle continues. So
Emmanuel, have you finished?
let him go first.
Have you ever had any experience of homosexuality in high school when you were in high school?
Yeah, I encountered a lot of people.
Do you mind sharing?
Yeah, sure. So when I got into Form 1, I really didn't know about homosexuality. I didn't have the knowledge about it that much. So I just used to see some people, they had these tight bond between them. So I used to conclude that no, maybe they are friends, maybe they are homies. So I didn't know much about it. So when I moved into Form 2, I started learning about it. I started knowing about it because I used to hear like the seniors used to speak about it, and the rumors used to spread in school that so and so, and Nani, they're having something, but they are never found in that act. So in Form 3, I became a victim, where I had a friend, and he was just a friend less like any other. Then he actually started being intimate. Then he was washing my clothes. He was like at times when I don't have money, he was supporting me. So me, I just took it like it's something like
an angel, a friend who is an angel.
Yeah, just a friend. Because we normally help each other. I would go to him and tell him, hey, leo nimechoka, si unioshe. Then anafanya without complaining. Then I didn't know that this was actually going to end in a bad way. So one day he came to my bed when I was very tired, late in the night.
In the dormitory?
Midnight, yeah. It was around midnight. So when he came, I was deep asleep. Like I was just sleeping. It was deep. So it was like talking to me and I couldn't understand him. All I heard was that his mattress was stolen, which was a common thing in high school. You just come from preps and you realize that your mattress is not there because at times you used to have a shortage of mattresses because wale watu wanakojoa wana exchange mattresses, akisha kojoa sasa hataki kulalia ile. Some people also are using two. So it was a common problem. So I told him, hapana wewe acha story mingi, panda tulale, you sort that out tomorrow. So while he was sleeping, I had him touch me. So it's like, I'm not used to something like that, my fellow man like touching me, romancing me, it was just funny, So I didn't also wanted to send him away, so I just had to walk out. So I walked out, then went to the urinal, then I was like scared, I was scared because I've never encountered something like that. So I just I sat there like for 30 minutes. Then by good luck, there's a friend of mine that came because in our school you're not allowed to go to classes after people are from there. So you just
and it was past midnight.
It was past midnight. So they had no place really to go because I also never wanted to roam inside the other dorms. So by good luck, there's a friend of mine pia alikuja kujisaidia in the evenings. So akaniuliza, what are you doing here by this time of the night? So I tried explaining, then he understood. Then I actually went and we slept with him till morning. So when I went back to my bed, like during the dawn time, like at 4, I found like the boy, like my friend, the one I left on my bed, alikuwa ameshaenda. So like I was disturbed, and I didn't share with so many people. I only shared with one of my friends. I was really disturbed. Then the following day, when I was sleeping, again in the middle of the night, I think it was just God. So when I opened up my eyes, I found him again standing next to my bed. So I was like, what do you want from me? Then he didn't talk. He just started walking away. Then when he reached the pathway, he started running away. And he never came back again. So I never wanted to ask him, like when we were in class, because he was my classmate. So one day I asked him that are you the one who came to my bed the other night? He denied. So I said, maybe I'm the one, maybe I didn't see him well, so I can't judge him. But from that day, he was not talking to me straight. Like I think he was just guilty.
Yeah.
So we went to Form 4. These cases were increasing. In fact, when I was in Form 3, the cases were so much. They were so much, and the administration had to intervene. And when I was in Form 3, I was in a stream called White, Form 3 White. So it's this same case that made our class to be dissolved, because we had so much of them in our class. So
your class was the hot spot.
Yeah, our class was the hot spot. So we just realized that so and so and Nani, they are having something, they're doing something together. You know, but they were never found in the act. So you realize that some people are so intimate with each other. You know, but I never knew what they were really up to. So it just went that way. Our class was dissolved. I was taken to another stream. We were there in our Form 4. Then it again rose when we remained there now as Form 4, so we were waiting for our exams now.
Everybody else
is home, so it's just Form 4s. Now it became worse because we were not under that much supervision by the teachers. So it just went like that till we did our exam and it just ended. Then I think last year, 2020, around August, around the time I found my friend actually, the one from high school, who like started trying molesting me sexually.
That same boy?
Yeah, he sent me a message.
After Form 4 now?
Yeah, now after Form 4. So he sent me a message and he was like, hello Emmanuel, I say hi. It's, he mentioned his name, so I know, yeah, how are you? Said I'm fine. So he said like, I want to apologize for something that I have been keeping in my heart for so long, that I did to you. So I pretended like I don't remember. I told him, what was that? So he was like, you know, when you were in Form 3, I tried molesting you sexually, and you asked me, then I denied, and I'm really sorry. Right now I've changed. So when I tried talking to him, I called him, then we engaged deeper into conversation. So I was asking him like, what made you do something like that? Or say I was under influence. So I concluded that in high school it's all about influence. You know, it's maybe something that someone doesn't come with from home. Though there are those who come with it from home, but
few cases, yeah.
So in high school it's mostly like the peer pressure with it.
It spreads.
You know? Then there are also those people who started engaging into relationships early enough, like maybe when they were in primary. So they grow up with that heartbreak. Then they have that inside hatred of women. So they don't want to associate with women. So they rather prefer their own gender. Yeah, so it's all about the peer pressure in it. Just the youth, you know, they don't want women. Someone will be like, no, I don't love women anymore, because like, yeah, it's all about peer pressure. Yeah.
So women also contribute to homosexuality.
Yeah, they say that women also contributed to homosexuality.
Preston, what can you say?
As for me, I think maybe it's a topic that it's interesting because I don't understand why dude should like a fellow dude because it doesn't make sense biblically, scientifically, in any way. So
our teens who are still in high school.
For those who are teens who are still in high school, I would like to tell them that they should be themselves. Just be who you are, the original you. Because I also realized that there are some people who do things because of those they watch on social media. So maybe like when they're following maybe an artist and they realize that they love that person so much
And he's gay.
and he's gay, so they also want to tend that.
Behave like them.
Yeah, they want to take that lifestyle. So just be yourself, know whom you are. Yeah, and you just escape all those traps. You know, because there's some people who also really don't know how to resist. They don't know how to resist such kind of things. So once we also had cases of people who are being molested. There was someone who was expelled because he molested a fellow student. Because there are some who don't know how to like resist. Then they should also learn to open up. Like when you have that thing that is disturbing you deep within, always open up and find someone to talk to because it might be of help. Because just like my fellow here, as you say, it's just something psychological that you fix in your mind. Yeah, because that is what you are thinking at that moment. Yeah.
and I also have a friend of mine who's like experienced he's been someone has tried before to influence him. So like his story was like when he was in high school. So there was these times he was down and he didn't have like pocket money. So there was like this group of boys who like catered for each other. When one of them didn't have something, they'd spend on each other. Yeah. So none of them would actually lack that much. So when he became part of them, so if you had like shopping, you use your shopping together. When you finish yours, you can use some other guy's stuff. When you finish his, you can use some other guy's stuff. So they end up not actually lacking that much. So when he had like problems with family, he didn't have that much money, so they still catered for him when at that point when he was in need. So when they started now demanding like payback for the good stuff they're doing for him.
Yes.
So that's when he realized that they were actually gay, because they wanted like now sexual offers and stuff. He was to like please them sexually so that they could cater for his needs. So it also comes to having someone who you can depend on when you are in need. And also some of them, I realize now that it's that they just get into it because they feel they owe someone something.
Yes.
So they just do it because they feel they owe someone
They return
something.
the favor.
Yeah, so they just have to return the favor. So I think it's, as I said about the psychological and stuff, yeah, so they just need someone to talk to.
Yeah, because also some parents, they take their kids to school and hii pesa yenye umepewa ndio utakaa nayo hadi urudi, and you know you have to survive in school. So you find some boys who are into those things. I don't know where they get money, because I was also told by another boy that most of them, they lure you into those things by giving you a lot of stuff. I don't know, shule kuna kwanga na msoto. So you don't have that money, mtu amekukujia una sabuni, unatamani mandazi amekubaia juice and everything. And then ndio hiyo story imeanza. So only a few escape, but majority fall into the victims.
And it also comes back to the mindset too. Because if you decide that I like girls, you like girls. If you decide that you like boys, you like boys. So yeah.
So it's a decision.
It's also a decision.
And same to girls. If you decide that you like girls, you will like girls. That is how lesbianism spreads, by the way. And nowadays it is an issue. And all these things, they start from high school. Most of them, they confess that many years are high school. So that's why we decided to talk about this. And nowadays, I don't know, it is just all over. They don't even care. And they are armed with words. You can't, yeah. So some of you now, I know you can access phones. You go into the internet, and then you see them all over. Huh? Oh, may God help us. Let us discuss about relationships. And I want you to share your experiences on relationships. Like, when was the first time when did you start dating? Really?
Yeah.
What about you, Preston? Are you seeing someone?
I'm seeing you right now.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Well, I have several female friends, if that's what you're implying.
Are you intimate with any?
I'm not sure about that. Not really.
Let us pass that. What about you, Emmanuel?
I'm actually not seeing someone, but there's been a lot of peer pressure with that. Because you see people who knew like in the same age bracket with, they have engaged in relationships. You've witnessed that, like they're hanging around with their young friends. But we are waiting on God's calling for the right person.
You are waiting upon God to deliver a girlfriend for you.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Preston? Are you also waiting on God? Oh, that's a bit personal.
Somehow.
Let me pass that one. It's not important, yeah? I just wanted to find out something, okay? So what can you tell your parents, like parents, generally parents? What can you tell? What can you tell them?
Actually, I would like to tell my mother. I would like to congratulate her first for being with me, like standing with me always until this point in life. I know it has not been easy because I know that at times I was really stubborn. At times she could not cope up with some of my behaviors, but she made me the person I am today. She straightened me. She made me feel good. Actually, when I was left out by the world, so I really appreciate her for that, and she's my hero.
We appreciate you, Mama Emmanuel. Was she a single mom?
Yeah, she was a single mom.
Okay. Your dad passed?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Preston? What can you tell parents or your parents?
I've been raised by a single mom since 2009. So I'm grateful to my mom for bringing us up, me, my siblings and I, since my dad died. And yeah, she's done a lot for us. And I know it's not been easy, so kudos to her. So, and maybe the only thing I'd tell parents is they should be like more open with their kids. They should, and it doesn't start just from puberty, when you start telling your kids what's going on with them. Being open with the child starts from when he's just really young, so that the kid grows up used to talking to the parent. So even when they're older and like teenagers and stuff, they're open with their parents. They can discuss their problems openly with their parents. Because if like, let's say you are not open with the kids from a young age, it might be hard for them to open up to you in the latter stages of life. So the parents might think that the kids don't respect them or something,
They are
but
rebelling.
but it's just that they are not open. Yeah, there's not that room for communication because they might feel that they won't be understood well. Yeah.
Okay, parents, what person is trying to say is that let us start early with our children. Isikweti tunaanza at teenage stage. Let us start bonding with our kids as young as they are, so that when they reach a stage where they need our help more, we'll be there for them and will be easily accessible to them.
And also, like for me, a big problem I've had is that not having a male figure to talk to.
Yes.
Like when you need someone to talk to, that is. So I think it's a challenge for like people who like
boys who are raised by their mothers.
Yeah, boys who are raised
Yes,
by mothers.
yes.
So let's say girls who are raised by fathers.
By fathers, yes.
Yeah, you lack that. For me, that masculine figure to talk to things and talk to with another male person. So, and like for uncles, they're like far. So distance also kind of makes people strangers in a way.
Yeah, true.
So it's hard to talk to open up to them too. So you end up lacking that father figure to talk to. Yeah, when you need someone.
Emmanuel, did you have the same problem now that you are also raised by a widow?
I actually do not have that problem so much because of my late brother, who was she actually like our father in the house because he was like 10 years older than me. So
Okay.
like he would at times talk to me like
Confide in you.
yeah. And also I had my uncle who would also at times we would open up to and share with. Yeah. So it was not much of a challenge.
Okay. So what can you tell the teachers outside there? Any advice to teachers? What can you tell them?
Don't have much for the teachers. First of all, I'm grateful to my teachers all the way from primary, especially high school.
Primary, Shah, high school, St. Patrick's, 10. Teachers, kudos.
Yeah, I'd like to thank them for supporting me. Yeah. Like there's this CRE teacher in our school who always told me like, I know you're going to get an A in your KCSE exams. And even when I wasn't performing that well, she like always gave me the drive to go on because I knew she believed I could do it. So
she believed in you.
yeah, she believed in me. So I just kept on working hard.
What
so
was
that
her
I
name?
could.
What is her name? Saudi.
Imeharibu yote.
Haijaribu kabisa.
So I'm grateful to her for always supporting me and like giving me the encouragement to keep working hard so that I could perform well.
So teachers should believe in their students.
Yeah, and
Yes.
support them even when they are not doing
They're not
that
performing
well.
that well.
Yeah,
They keep
that
motivating
little
them.
motivation
Yes.
gives someone the drive to keep going.
Thank you so much. Imagine what can you tell the teacher?
So talking about teachers, I would like to first of all thank all my teachers all the way from primary at Christ Gift Academy. Actually, I have to admit that when I was actually in class 5, it was a point in my life where I encountered a lot of problems. And as a young student, at times my mother didn't give me that much time like I could talk my problems out. So the school, there was so much pressure in school. And
Class 5?
Yeah, my mother could not turn up for the meetings like in school. I think maybe she was tired or something because
She was looking for daily bread.
Daily bread. So there was too much. There was too much there at that point. I remember at that point is where I got suspended from
At
school.
class 5?
At class 5 I got suspended. And there was too much. So when I moved to class 6, I actually met a new teacher. His name is Mr. Edwin Odhiambo. And I would like to thank him very much. He actually called me and talked to me. And I always feel that was always a turning point in my life. Because what he actually did into my life, I think by class 6 I was actually going to drop out because I didn't know what was next, because being an orphan and again I was being supported. So you know when someone is supporting you and you keep on doing mistakes, you know, they just drop you out.
Because there are so many pupils who are looking for that opportunity.
Yeah. So with our class there was so much drama there, and everybody, like when something happens, they would run to the administration. So when he started being our class teacher, he placed new rules, said that we would discuss things that were affecting the class within the class without including the administration. So that one helped me a lot, because the mistakes that I used to make were just within the class. The administration was not part of it. So my life changed at that point. Then slowly by slowly, I started performing very well, and I used to be our English teacher, and I really gained interest, and at that point, I became the English representative. Then, yeah, that's how I started performing in English, and I moved on to other subjects. He used to talk to me. When I moved to class 7, he was still with us. He was talking to me, class 8, the same until I started my KCP.
And you passed.
Yeah. So in my high school also, it's another place that I always feel like my life changed, because when I went to Vita High School, I felt like I did not really qualify. So I really had to prove them wrong.
Work extra hard.
Yeah, I really had to work extra hard, because I scored 324, which does not qualify someone to join a national school. But I still went there, and I gave it my best. And actually, I used to, people who came there whom we joined with, we realized there were a lot of people with 400 marks, 390 was too much.
They scored high.
They scored very high grades. So this all encouraged me a lot to continue working hard, because I really wanted to prove them wrong, that I can do much better. Yeah, and I actually scored a B in my KCSE exams.
That was good. Congratulations, Emmanuel. So teachers are playing a very good role, a very important role in our students' life, in our children's life, and we want to appreciate them, all the teachers outside there. Thank you for the work that you are doing in our children's life. Continue encouraging them, continue believing in them, them that are weak, continue pushing them, and then together we will do it. Sawa sawa. What can you tell the society, Preston? Any message to the society outside there? Everybody who is watching this video, what can you tell them concerning you as a young boy? What can you tell other people, the society?
Something that drives me, I've heard it. I don't remember who it was who said it. Someone once said that you should not be regular. Yeah. So don't be regular. So it's something that has always driven me. I've always tried to be a better me than I was yesterday. So I'd urge people out there to always try to wake up someone new. You shouldn't wake up the same person you were yesterday. Try to improve on who you were yesterday, each and every day. So you should always compete against yourself before you compete against other people. Yeah. So you should be a better you tomorrow every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be a better you tomorrow every day. What can you tell the society? Anybody who's watching this video?
I would actually like to tell you to actually, as I said before, be yourself. Be the original you. Do not be a photocopy. Just be you, because you are created in a unique way. Then another thing is that put God first. You know, I've worked through my life. There's a lot of miracles that I've seen, things that I didn't expect would happen in my life. I've seen them happen, and there's been a lot of breakthrough, and I really appreciate the Lord for that. So always put God first in everything that you do, and if there's any good that you can do, someone once said that if I pass like this, I know I'll never pass like this again. So if there's any good that I can do, I do it right now. So if there's anything that you can do it right now. Do not postpone. Yeah. So that whatever it is that you are, whatever the course your life will take, let God be like everything to you. Yeah.
Amen. Preston, what next after Form 4 now that you scored M and S?
An S.
An S, straight A,
Yes.
plain.
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah.
What next?
I'm still waiting on COOPS for the placement to know where the campus that I'll go to. And so from there we'll see about campus life, but as at now it's all about trying to get something little to keep your pocket strong. Yeah. So I guess that's it for now.
You are being sponsored. You're under a scholarship.
Yeah.
What's the name of that organization?
The Ndoto Foundation.
Tell them one thing.
I'm really grateful to the Ndoto Foundation for sponsoring me through my high school. It has helped me financially, and because that eases the constant thought of if I'll be sent home for fees, I get more time to study instead of thinking of my troubles. Yeah. So I'm grateful to them.
Thank you so much, Ndoto.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Emmanuel, you are also sponsored.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I would like to send them a message and say that I'm really grateful to them.
What's the name of that organization?
Christ Gift Academy.
Christ Gift Academy.
Yeah. They have been a blessing into my life, and may God continue blessing them as they continue supporting more orphans, because they have blessed so many people, so many families are happy. They have placed a smile on each and every family in Bita. And through their, it was not only about actually the support in education. They used to give us food too. They ensured we ate well. They also give us beddings. There's so much about them, and I'm really grateful, and I really love you. Thank you very much. Then,
What next after Form 4?
Okay, when I completed my Form 4 in 2019, COOPS, I was placed by COOPS to join the University of Nairobi to study Bachelor of Science Horticulture, which is something really that I really didn't want, and I was forced to change. So when I went to apply for my changes, they really didn't accept, and I really don't have that interest to do that course. So I'm actually out of school right now. I was looking for funds so that I can go and take my nursing, and yeah, because it's nursing that I want to do. So I'm looking for funds. I want to join the parallel nursing course.
I know God will give you the desires of your heart.
Thank you.
Any parting shot from you, Preston?
It is a course, same course.
Yeah, that is what course do you want to take?
Nimesema ukismile hata tukue serious.
With because of the corona. Preston, what do you want to? Okay, what career do you want to venture into?
I'd like to take Aerospace Engineering.
Which one is that?
It deals with aircraft and spacecraft in general. Like just stuff that can get airborne, from rockets to missiles, drones. Yeah. So
Drone. This one for taking videos.
yeah, just anything that can fly.
So you want to be the engineer?
Yeah, somehow.
In simple layman's language.
Yeah. So I applied for Aerospace Engineering in Kenyatta University, and Electrical Engineering Those
Okay.
two.
In the same university, Kenyatta.
Kenyatta University, the Quat, and the Technical University of Kenya.
We wish you all the best. Emmanuel, you said you want to do nursing. We wish you all the best. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being an inspiration to other teenagers. God bless you.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome anytime. Anytime. Bye. See you in the next show.